For full disclosure, I am not a big Belichick fan. As a long-suffering Jets fan, I certainly have my reasons. Now, before he became the Patriots head coach, for one day, he was the head coach of my team. That's right. After a coordinated succession plan orchestrated with Bill Parcells, Belichick showed up to an introductory press conference with the Jets, but he had with him a napkin, and on it were scrawled 7 words. I resign as HC of the NYJ. Jilting my Jets, he would head up 95 to New England, and after 24 years as head coach of the Patriots, he once again left in acrimony, but not before he rewrote NFL history. Over his tenure, he won the division title 17 times. He won 9 conference championships and 6 Super Bowls. All of those are records, and it is generally accepted he is the GOAT when it comes to NFL coaches. Now, as I mentioned, his betrayal of my Jets has left an abyss of what-ifs. What if he had stayed? And he presided over too many Sunday beatdowns to count of my team, punctuated, of course, with the butt fumble.
Well, years ago, we talked to Tom Moore, then at Indianapolis, the offensive coordinator. You got a busted play here, and then Sanchez gets hit. The ball is loose, and it's alive.
I have never seen this before in my life. Watch this. Vince Wilfork is going to throw Brandon Moore back into his quarterback. He's going to fumble the football. This is what Reggie White used to do to people, forklift them and just lift them off the ground. Mark Sanchez not expecting it, and it was the backside of Brandon Moore that knocked the ball out.
But for all his success, he also did himself no favors. With a demeanor less warm than an iceberg, he ruled his fiefdom as a tyrant, even leading in large part to ending the dynasty by driving Tom Brady out the door. He believed he owed fans only victories, as his press conference normally resembled hostage videos.
I'm doing a story about New Year's resolutions, and I was just wondering if you had any you wanted to share with your fans and our readers.
Yeah, no, not right now.
Okay, thanks.
Stupid thing.
What do you think having a 37-year-old?
We're on to Cincinnati. It's nothing about the past, nothing about the future. It's right now we're preparing for Cincinnati.
Okay, do you feel like the talent you have here is good enough?
We're getting ready for Cincinnati.
What is your responsibility?
I'm just asking, do you think you've done enough to help Tom Brady?
We're getting ready for Cincinnati.
And then there was the cheating. Twin scandals in his championship run, Deflategate and Spygate, were on his watch, resulting in massive fines and forfeited draft picks. As always, Bill was neither contrite or forthcoming. Then there is his latest act, a so far disastrous return to college, complete with seemingly weekly embarrassing headlines about his personal life and lopsided losses. You put it all together, and you certainly can make a compelling argument that Belichick is not a Hall of Fame guy. But when the Pro Football Hall of Fame this month reportedly did not vote him in on their first ballot as a head coach, it was beyond a miscarriage of justice. It was downright disgraceful.
Who the hell are you to leave Bill Belichick? I don't care if Bill Belichick walked up to them and pimp slapped them in the face. You still should put him in the Hall of Fame. There is no excuse for this. I want names. I want faces. I want the organization, the name of the organization they work for. Who the hell are these people? Because they have no credibility today. Zero.
This is what happens when you create a society of losers. Of people who basically refuse to acknowledge greatness, who complain, make excuses, bitch and moan.
What they did is they made the Hall of Fame about not who got in, but who didn't get in. So for the next, whatever it might be, January, we make the announcement. Next July, everybody's just going to talk about where's Belichick? How is Bill Belichick not in the Hall of Fame? And the voters who have no guts whatsoever. This is not nuclear physics or some major project with the United States. Put your name to it. If you didn't vote for Belichick, put your name to it. Show us why. Explain why we didn't vote for Belichick for this, that, and the other. Put your name to it. Show some guts.
But the bottom line is, it's old hat.
And it doesn't play into the fact that this guy won 2 Super Bowls as a coordinator and 6 as a head coach. The man has spent his life in the Super Bowl. He's a first ballot Hall of Famer. You don't have a Hall of Fame. It doesn't make him look bad. It makes him a sympathetic character. It makes the Hall of Fame in football look bad. But for those who scream about it, this is a story that fades away very quickly. Before you know it, he's in next year, and nobody cares that he didn't get in the first year.
Whatever petty jealousies or alternative agendas caused Belichick to fall short of the necessary 40 out of 50 votes, it calls into question the very validity of the institution. Rumors have circled that some voters wanted to penalize Bill, not just for his cheating, but also to make him wait another year when he would then get the nod. Others suggested that Robert Kraft, the beloved and deserving owner of the Patriots, who's also on the ballot, who had a famous falling out with Belichick, deserved to go in first and not have to share the stage with a coach who prematurely ended his dynasty. Whatever the reason, nothing, and I repeat nothing, justifies the idiocy that keeps the most successful coach in the league out of Canton, while others will be welcomed in with far thinner resumes by comparison. Omitting Bill Belichick may have stuck it to Captain Grumpy, but in the process, it raises questions on the legitimacy of the voters and the institution itself. And coming from a Jet fan, and a bitter one at that, that's saying a lot.